Hello and welcome to my channel, Board Grandma Designs. My name is Leela and I'm from Northwest Florida. Today I'd like to show you my version of gel printing. Because I didn't have a gel plate at this particular time, I decided that I would just go and find something until I could get one of my very own. And I decided to use the back of this plate. It's actually a stamp made of silicone in the card department at Hobby Lobby. I thought I'd put paint on the back of it, and I didn't really have a brayer, so I thought I would use a dowel to substitute it. And I'm using paint that I already had, and I didn't really go out and buy any because I'm just experimenting and playing because I wanted to play with everybody else. I noticed that this has become popular in the junk journal movement and I had fallen down yet another rabbit hole. Years ago, in a land not too far away, my little sister had given me this artist sketchbook. It came with 80 pages. It's 5¼ by 8½. It's 60 pounds all-purpose drawing paper. But I sketched in a little bit way back when and didn't really know what to do with it. And I was just so busy back then with raising children and all the jobs I used to have, sometimes at one time. But anyways, I didn't really find time to do any art at all. I was just too busy raising a family. So now I get to explore and experiment and just have fun. Although I did just start back to a new job, old job. I'm going back to the studio down the road doing senior portraits. I really enjoyed those. But anyways, I get to play with my art here, and that page is just a roll-off page, and I like to use those. I'm going to use those as a background, but I'm experimenting, and what I'm doing here is putting way too much paint on the back of what I call, it's not a jelly plate, but it's my pretend jelly plate, and I'm making a lot of goo with this. It is not having the effect that I had hoped, but I'm still at this point anticipating that something good will come out of it. So there's my paper. I'm going to put it on half of the sheet. I'm not going to bother to cut it because I'm going to add to it later on. Just smooth that out. There's my bone folder my friend Billy White Fox made for me. I'm going to put this on my back deck in the Florida sunshine. And here it is after being in the sunshine, and I kind of forgot it for a long time. I got busy doing other things, and it is dry, dry, dry. And I'm pulling this. It's a heavier paper, thank goodness, but not too terribly heavy, and it actually came off. Ta-da! And the gold part kind of had an iridescent look to it. I thought that was kind of neat. So I'm going to do the other half. More, probably too much. I just feel that all of you that actually know how to do this is slapping your foreheads like, oh no. Way too much here. She doesn't know what she's doing. But by gosh, I'm doing it anyway. This is my art. I'm doing it. I'm not growing younger, I'm growing older, so I'm going to create just as much as I can and not slow down. Again, I'm using what I've already have in my stockpile. I was making newspaper woven baskets, and this is where I had bought these acrylic paints. I actually like to play with watercolor, sketch and play with watercolor, but I haven't really done that lately. In the card section, next to where I got the glass palette that I'm using, were the stencils. There's a whole set of stencils. I'm not too terribly crazy about them, but it's for card making. And right now I have zero interest in making cards, although I have all the tools to do it. Maybe I should make a card or two. I just like doing my own thing. I don't want things perfect. Love making messes. So that paper, it's like a nothing paper, but I'll use it. Okay, this one was sitting out in the sun, on the sun deck, and let me see, it's a bit tough pulling off. And another one, this one I really left in the sun way too long. But peeling isn't so simple on this one. I'm really struggling to get it off. Oh, I like what I see though. Look at that pattern. It's so pretty. Thank you, little sister, for this paper if you're watching. But on this one, I think I must apologize because it doesn't look like it's going so well, although that does look so neat. I know you gave it to me with the intentions of me sketching, but it kind of went a different direction. And many years ago. Or many years from when you gave it to me. It's the future. The future me. Ain't it grand? Look there. It has torn off onto the back of my stamp, which is now my plate. And it made a hole. And now I've got to get this off of that. So this is a little bit of Windex and white vinegar mixed together. All water. I don't know why, but anything that I get, any product, detergent, fabric softener, I always add to it, make more out of it, so it'll last 10 forevers. Yeah, I'm cheap like that. I'd rather buy art supplies. So there you go. Both sides. I made a whole sheet. And this one, well, I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to throw it away. I can do something with it. Figure it out. Okay, well, I figured it out. I cut them all into little pieces. See there, and I'll use that in a collage so it didn't get wasted. And then I cut these out, trim smoothen them down. And these are other ones that I did off the plate. Looks like tire marks. That's a roll-off sheet. And that's the one that we just did. That's a roll-off sheet. That one too. There we go. And what I'll do with these in the future, I'm not quite sure, maybe make a book. So I used my spell binders and I made these little punch outs from what we just did. I'm going to put them on the white background here on the paper so you can probably see it better. That one's sort of a doily heart. Very pretty for Valentine's. And the one at the bottom corner looks like it's kind of got blood spilling on the heart. But that's all from what we just made. All of this, it was really fun. I just kind of looked around and found what designs I like the best. And I made all these for collages and what have you. I gotta scramble my brain a little more and see what I can come up with. All of these. That was so much fun. So those are the reds, and this is what I cut out of. I thought that would make a neat little thing in a book. I did some little picture frames and other little cutouts. Blue. I do have something I'd like to show you. I use it quite often. It's my favorite template. I put pictures on front of those or what have you. I thought that turned out really nice. Look at that. That one's my favorite. You see a little flower in there? That came from a little stamp. I stamped it first and then I ran it through. I brushed over it. But I've given up the thought that I will ever be able to go out into the world and find a jelly plate of my own. There she is, and she's beautiful. A beautiful seahorse. And I decided I'm just going to go on the World Wide Web and order my things instead of going to the art store, since I can't seem to find anything. Although I found this. My beautiful spell binders. I need to clean the coffee off of it. I had a mishap. And that's what I used. Cut these pages out. It's a lot of fun. I'm obsessed. Of course, my family, they might miss me. I'm always in my little studio / spare bedroom / nursery / library, whatever you want to call it. Multi-purpose room. Yep, there's all my templates and my other cigar box that my friend had given me. He had gifted me a lot of boxes, and then he quit smoking cigars. This is what I used. And here they are in slow-mo. Aren't they pretty? I had so much fun making them. They're so pretty. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And here's that page that didn't turn out. I got a big hole in the center. I thought that was a beautiful save. See, I even made a little heart there. Love to you all. There you go. Even if it's a mess up, you can make something out of your mess up. Make something out of nothing at all. That's what we like to do here. Thank you for watching. Please like and leave a comment below and subscribe if you haven't already.